What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another college basketball video. It is Saturday, November 22nd. We've got some more college basketball action to dive into here tonight. I'm going to be breaking down my favorite play off of this slate here with you guys today in this video. But before we dive into that, we do need to jump over there to the Guy Boston Sports website. Now, after each of these videos, any of the plays that I'm putting in, any of the bets that I roll with officially, that's where I lay all of those out. That's where they're going to be living over there for free. So make sure you check that out, guys. You'll find that right down there in that pinned comment. You'll find that link that'll send you right over that way. So let's go ahead and jump over there. Let's see what we took last night and how that ended up going down. We ended up putting one play in. We looked at that Wisconsin and BYU game, took the total over 159.5. We put a full unit in on that one, and we do end up cashing out. So we do go 1-0 on the day, 3-0 over the last 2 days. So back on the winning side of things. Let's keep that rolling right here into this video. But guys, before we get into that, there's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. And that is our Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale over there at the Fade Me store. This is going to be kicking off Wednesday, November 26th and running through Tuesday, December 2nd, site-wide. 250% off, guys. That's t-shirts starting at $14.99. You got hats starting at $12.99. If you have not jumped over here, man, this will be the time to do so. Got a bunch of options over here for you guys, including what I'm wearing here, man, an old school, right? A scared money don't make money. The quality of the clothes is just phenomenal too, man. These shirts are so comfortable. That definitely took a lot of time with this merch here for the Fade Me merch, and proud to rock it, man. Definitely proud to rock it, and happy that you guys can get access to that 50% sale, man. That is a hell of a deal. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, starting Wednesday, November 26th, running through Tuesday, a full week there, 50% off across the site. Can't beat it, man. Can't beat it whatsoever. Make sure you guys check that out. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the mix for today. It's going to be a 2 p.m. tip-off time. The game that I'm looking at is going to be North Carolina Central taking on my Dayton Flyers. Now, Dayton has looked impressive to open up the season, man. They're sitting at 4-1. They're currently ranked 67th overall in the Ken Palm. They're going to face off against a 2-4 North Carolina Central team that's 0-4 on the road so far this year. They're coming in at just 345th overall in the Ken Palm. So obviously, it's a significant talent gap here in this one. We got Dayton averaging 79 points per game, but they've scored 77 or less in 3 of the 5 played this year. They've given up no more than 74 points in 4 of their 5 played. The most points they've allowed this year was in a 91-82 win over Bethune-Cookman. That was a game that was expected to be a higher scoring game, man. That total closed at 178 before tip. This one's sitting at 148.5, 30 points lower than that, right? Other than that game there, man, we've seen Dayton hit the under in 4 of their 5 games played, while NCCU has hit under in 3 of the 4 games that they've had lines available for the totals. Looking at this one with that spread at 28.5, man, that total of 148.5 is much more appealing, and I think we could find some value looking at that. North Carolina Central is just 353rd in terms of defensive rating. They're giving up just under 83 points per game on 47% shooting from the field, 38% shooting from deep. But you look at Dayton this year, man, and they've won on the strength of that defense, right? They've put 88 points up on a Canisius team that sits low in the Ken Palms like that of North Carolina Central. They held them to just 48 points. They landed at only 136 points total in that one. Now, Dayton, they've been a slower paced team under Coach Grant, man, and they have preferred to run half court sets, playing efficiently as opposed to pushing the pace. NCCU's offense, they rank very, very low themselves, man, sitting at 312. They're averaging just 58 points per game when facing Division I opponents this year. So, man, I expect more troubles against a top-rated defense like the Flyers, who's coming in at 46th for defensive rating in the Ken Palm. So I'm on the under here, man, under 148.5. That's going to be my best play for today. And yeah, just the one game that I'm looking at here today, guys. It's another day with a lot of games full of large spreads. So it's not a lot that I'm interested in. Not going to hold you guys. I'm not going to force anything either. So like I've been saying, man, the plays will increase. There will be more that we go over in these videos as the season progresses. But here in the early goings, man, in the early stages, we're going to keep things light and continue to play 1, 2, maybe 3 plays at most. So if that's not for you, I do apologize. But like I said, man, I'm not going to force things here in the early going as we're building data and we're figuring out who is who in the grand scheme of things. So that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys all cash out. Hope you guys all have yourselves a great Saturday. I'm going to see you back tomorrow for the next one.